Hey guys, I got a little time on Father's Day here before I go out with my family, so I wanted to put out a quick video. And this is going to cover a wide variety of different stocks. These are ones that people have requested a video on, so they'll all be a little short and sweet with each one here, okay? But I wanted to get this out to you. So you guys know I posted a video, my top 6 AI stocks just yesterday. Check that out if you haven't yet. And on top of those 6 AI stocks, those did not include Microsoft, Apple, Google, and Amazon, okay? So those 4 would round out my top 10, okay, as safe AI plays to hold long-term. Would be a good portfolio where I think you can make some good money holding those, okay? These other stocks are not in my top 10, okay, here, but they're ones that I wanted to talk about because, again, you guys had questions on them, so you know I'm here to help you guys. So first off, I wanted to talk about Broadcom. A lot of people have asked about that one. People are really excited about this, the 10-for-1 stock split, okay? And I understand this stock can keep going up, but for me personally, I don't want to chase this one. This one's different than NVIDIA because I don't know if you know, but a lot of Broadcom's growth came from the acquisition they did of VMware. So it's inorganic growth, okay? And for me, that's not as exciting as organic growth. Like NVIDIA is putting up legit numbers. Like I said, AVGO is putting up big numbers because of that acquisition they made, okay? And it's just being now accredited right to their numbers. So it looks better than it really is, in my opinion, because there's other segments that are still struggling. I mean, yes, they will recover probably one day, but that's why I'm not chasing that one. I would rather put my money in NVIDIA because the growth is better, okay? So even though, you know, Broadcom is more diversified, I'm not saying it's a bad company at all, but it's just one I'm staying away from personally. So it's up to you, again, playing that one, okay? But I would wait for a dip at this point regardless. That's just my opinion on that, okay, after the big run it's had. Next one I wanted to talk about is Accenture, ticker symbol ACN. So I got a request again to do a video on this one. I do like this company. I actually did a video on this in the past, and I'm glad he brought it to my attention here to do another video on it because this is an AI. They're in different fields here in healthcare. They with blockchain, with many different segments, okay? And this company's stock price has been beaten up. It's down about 25% or so this year, okay? So kind of like Adobe, where this stock is beaten up, I believe it could have a turnaround story. But earnings, just so you know, are June 20th, okay? And I personally, like I said, it's up to you if you want to gamble. That's what it is going in the earnings, if you want to gamble on it. And if they have a bad report, it could go down further. So for me personally, I'd wait. You could have, again, a small position if you want going into earnings, but I would wait to add a decent sized position to see, make sure their numbers are good, okay? And more importantly, remember guidance, right? You all know that by now. You all want to make sure their guidance for next quarter is above expectations, okay? So you can count on the stock to continue to rally, all right? So, but this stock right now has a 21 forward PE ratio, which is the lowest it's been in a long time. It's got a price to book of 6.65, price to sales of 2 point something, okay? Like I said, if you look at the financial metrics, oh yeah, the PEG ratio is 1.84, so below 2, which isn't bad, okay? But if you look at the valuation metrics, it is trading as cheaply as it has at least in the last year or two, okay? So I like that. It's kind of like Adobe going into earnings where, again, that stock was the lowest it had been in like 7 years, okay? So that was an even better setup, okay? For Accenture, like I said, I would wait to see the earnings report first before getting in it because you might be able to get even more of a dip on it. But again, up to you how you want to play that, okay? But that is one you could look at, okay? Accenture, again, ACN is the ticker symbol. And then Adobe, we talked about, they already crushed earnings. It already got that pop. Now, not all of their numbers beat by that much, so I don't know how much longer the rally will last here in the short run, okay? It could, who knows, okay? But again, long term, I think this company is still going to be a winner. And their margins, remember, that's why this is a good company, is because they have some of the highest margins in the business, and their AI segments are doing well, okay? And then Upstart, I want to mention this. I already did, you know, in my other video, but again, I got another comment, so I wanted to bring this up as well. Upstart will go up when the KRE index goes up, which is the regional bank stocks. So if you look, Upstart's trend with the chart is matching exactly what the KRE index is doing. And that makes sense because the Russell 2000 index, 15.9% of it is tied to regional banks. So if that sector, the KRE index, again, the regional bank stocks, can bounce off of this, it's close to support right now, guys. If it can bounce off of this level like it has in the past and start going up again, that's going to help Upstart. So just know that, okay? That might take a little time, though. Again, this is one that is not for the faint of heart, okay? It's a wild ride being an Upstart. So if you don't like crazy swings then stay away from this one, okay? And then also wanted to talk about, so a few others that people mentioned, UiPath, okay? This stock's going to take time. I believe this stock will be a long-term winner still. And they had a CEO change, but the new CEO is the founder of the company. And I actually like founder-led companies. So I think that sell-off was unjustified. And yes, they slightly missed on guidance, or I guess I shouldn't say slightly. They did miss pretty big on guidance, but it's one quarter and I think they will rebound. Now others will say, oh, Microsoft is a competitor, right? There is competition in this space, okay? But I believe that they started early. They have a first mover advantage. And again, they are a pure play on, the RPA, robotic process automation. Again, Microsoft has many different areas of business. They're not focusing solely on that, okay? So I think they're going to do well, and this is a cheaper valuation. So like I said, if you're buying at these levels and you're patient, I think you're going to like what you see down the road, but it may take another quarter, right, or two to turn things around, right, with the transition to the new CEO and, seeing a good earnings report, obviously, and raised guidance, all right? And then SoundHound I've talked about how I believe this is a risky stock. If this comes down below $4 a share, it would be more on my radar, ideally under $3 a share. Remember, I recommended this when it was under $2 a share, okay? And I do have a tiny bit in my long-term account that I'm letting ride, but like I said, this valuation is so high that I either need to see a huge beat and raise with their earnings report or the stock needs to come way down. That's just my opinion, me personally, what I'm doing, okay? And then Pineapple Energy was another one people have asked me about. This one did a reverse stock split. In any case, a stock that's done a reverse stock split has not worked out well for me in the past, and so I stay away from those companies. So that's what I'm doing with that one. And then also I want to talk about diversifying among the AI stocks, because there's a lot of different sectors among AI, okay? And I wanted to talk about those. So you can kind of, if you want to diversify among these AI sectors, you can do that. That would be a smart way. So for example, AI is many different things here. So it's generative AI, right? We know about that one. There's natural language processing. There's autonomous AI. So you can think of Tesla, right? That's why I think that's a good hold long, because they have the lead with that space, okay? And then deep learning. There's machine learning. There's computer vision. There's edge AI, which you could think of Cloudflare, for example, which is ticker symbol NET, N-E-T. Obviously, this is one of those higher valued companies, but they're a leader in their space. So this is another company I like long. It's on my top list because it's more risky right now until an interest rate cut happens, but it's another solid company, okay, that I've done a video on in the past. Emotion AI is another sector among AI, in the umbrella, I should say, under AI, and then reinforcement learning as well. So you can break down each of these categories and find a good stock, in each sector, and that's a good way to diversify amongst the AI stocks, okay? So I wanted to point that out as well. So hope that helps you guys with some of your questions. Like I said, I'm here to help you guys, so feel free to drop me comments and keep liking these videos. That's huge. I want to see more people, I see a lot of people that are commenting, continuously, and thank you so much. I appreciate that. I want to see different people, more people out there doing that as well, where you can like and comment. Again, it feeds the algo and helps me get to the next level, guys. And keep sharing these videos. I'm here to help. Any questions you have, let me know. Have a great day.